Welcome to our deep dive today.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
We're diving into mediumship. Well, specifically how it's understood in Spiritist doctrine.
Okay.
We're going to be looking at a couple of sources, the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo, and also the Light and Peace Spiritist Association.
Interesting.
And we're going to be uncovering all sorts of different types of mediums and mediumship.
Right.
So from the subtle all the way to the spooky.
Well, I think both of our sources really emphasize that at the core, mediumship is communication.
Yeah.
It's really about this bridge between spirits and humans.
It's like this frequency that we often forget is even there.
Absolutely.
And the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo really drives this home.
Okay.
With quotes from Allan Kardec, who, as you know, is the founder of Spiritism.
Of course.
He says that spirits are everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Constantly around us.
So then, are we ever really alone?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is where mediums come in. Kardec goes on to say that they're like interpreters, helping make sense of the spirit world's messages.
Right. And what I find so interesting is how the Light and Peace Spiritist Association emphasizes that this is a natural ability present in everyone from birth.
Hold on. Are you saying that we all have the potential to be mediums?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not something you choose. It's something you are.
Okay.
But any ability, it needs to be developed, guided, and applied ethically.
So it's not like suddenly everyone's going to start seeing ghosts.
No, no, no. There's a responsibility involved.
Yeah.
Think of it like...
Give me an analogy.
Everyone can learn to sing, but not everyone becomes an opera singer.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the different ways this ability can show up.
Okay.
The Light and Peace source actually gives us a whole list of medium types.
They do. They start off with what they call physical effects, where the spirit world is interacting with the physical world, and we're talking objects moving, sounds without a source.
Yeah.
Even the classic rapping on the table.
Ooh, spooky.
It taps into that primal fear.
Yeah.
But also fascination
absolutely.
with the unexplained.
I mean, who hasn't jumped at a noise in the night?
Exactly.
Maybe it was the house settling, or maybe.
Or maybe not.
Right.
And then you have what they call sensitive mediums.
Okay.
These are the people who can sense a spirit's presence.
Okay.
Almost like a sixth sense.
Like you just feel like you're being watched. Or...
Exactly. Or a sudden chill. Or just a knowing that something's not quite right.
Yeah, I think we've all had those moments.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, I definitely had a few.
So that can be a stepping stone to even more, I guess you could say, visual and auditory experiences of mediumship.
Okay.
And that's where clairvoyance and clairaudience come in.
So clairvoyance is seeing
spirits.
And clairaudience is hearing them.
Hearing spirits.
That must be intense.
It can be, and it's really important to distinguish those experiences from hallucinations.
Right, which is where the ethical practice and the development, all that comes in.
Absolutely.
I feel like we need to have a whole other deep dive on that.
We'll probably do.
So I'm imagining seeing or hearing spirits. That's already pretty intense.
Yeah.
But what about hearing a spirit speak through the medium?
Oh, well, that's cacophony.
Wow. Okay. So they're literally using the medium's voice.
That's right. It's like a direct line.
To the other side.
To the other side.
That is so cool.
Then there are healing mediums.
Okay.
Now, as the term suggests,
Yeah.
they use their connection to the spirit world to facilitate healing.
Yeah.
This can involve touch, intention, or a combination of methods.
So it can be hands-on or more?
It can be more subtle, yeah.
Interesting.
And I think it's fascinating how this concept of spiritual healing crosses so many cultures and traditions.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's something that's been around for a long time.
For a long time.
And it's in a lot of different spiritual traditions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely more on the positive side of the spectrum.
Right.
For sure.
So we've got spirits making noises, showing themselves, healing people.
Right.
What else can they do?
Well, get ready for this one. Mechanical mediums.
Okay, lay it on me.
So the source gets very specific here.
Yeah?
They describe spirits actually controlling objects with the medium acting as this conduit.
So, like...
Imagine a pen writing on its own.
Okay.
Guided by a spirit who's communicating through the medium.
That's a little creepy.
It is a little spooky, but also incredibly fascinating.
I would say so. It seems like these spirits have a lot to say.
They do.
And they've got a lot of different ways of saying it.
A lot of ways, and we haven't even touched on the more subtle...
Oh, there's more.
There's more. So, for instance, you have what are called intuitive mediums. So they receive thoughts from spirits and then express them.
Oh, interesting.
So imagine having a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Words are flowing effortlessly,
Mm-hmm.
but the ideas aren't actually yours.
Oh, wow. So it's like you're having a mind meld with the spirit.
Kinda, yeah.
But you have to differentiate your own thoughts from the spirit's thoughts.
Exactly.
That must get tricky.
Yeah, which really highlights this fascinating mental interplay.
Okay, what about
Yeah.
like those who just receive like general ideas or inspiration? Like you just get a sudden flash of insight.
You're talking about inspired mediums.
Okay.
So that's when you're receiving inspiration and insights from the spirit world.
Also, that's mediumship too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a much subtler form of communication, but I think it's something that many people experience without even realizing it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Think about those moments where you have a sudden, brilliant idea out of nowhere, or a deep knowing about something.
Yeah, I love those moments.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's something I can relate to.
It is.
So it makes this whole concept a little less
out there.
Right, exactly.
So we've covered mediums who can sense, see, hear, heal, move objects, and receive thoughts.
Anything else?
Oh, we can't forget about psychography.
Oh, tell me about psychography.
This is where spirits communicate through writing.
Okay.
This one's probably familiar to a lot of our listeners.
I was going to say.
Because it's portrayed in popular culture a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And there are actually subtypes here.
Okay.
Mechanical, semi-mechanical, and intuitive.
Oh, so many ways to communicate.
So many ways.
It's like a whole language of the spirit world.
Absolutely.
All right, what else is there?
Last but not least, we have premonitions.
Premonitions. Like seeing into the future.
Glimpses of the future, yes.
Okay. That is so cool.
It is cool.
Is there anything these spirits can't do?
Well, remember, according to Spiritism, spirits have a different perspective on time.
Okay.
So it's less about predicting a fixed future.
Right.
And more about understanding time's flow in a way that we as humans, bound by linear perception, often can't grasp.
It makes sense when you think about everything else we've learned.
Absolutely.
My mind is blown a little bit.
That's a lot to take in.
But it's amazing how we've gone from just a basic definition of mediumship to like uncovering all this.
It's incredible diversity.
Yeah, this diversity of how it can show up.
It really speaks to the complexity and vastness of both the spirit world and human potential.
Absolutely.
But before we get too lost in the details, let's shift gears a little bit to the practical side of things.
All right.
So the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo not only explains these concepts, but also actively works with mediums, providing training and guidance.
So it's not just, hey, you can talk to spirits. Awesome.
Right. It's not enough to just know about it.
Right.
You have to have the structure and guidance.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
You're not just going to hand somebody a scalpel and be like, go do surgery.
Exactly.
You need training and you need ethics.
And you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo seems very aware of this.
Yeah, good.
Because they train volunteers to work in what they call spiritual assistance programs.
Okay.
So imagine people who are going through a tough time. Maybe they're grieving or confused or feeling lost. And these trained mediums can offer support and guidance from a spiritual perspective.
I like that. So it's not just this spooky sideshow act.
No.
But it's an actual way to help people.
Exactly.
Using this ability.
And what's even more remarkable is that these mediums are volunteers.
Oh, wow.
They're not doing this for profit.
That's amazing.
But out of a desire to serve others.
That's really in line with the core values of Spiritism.
Absolutely.
It adds another layer to this.
It does.
Yeah, it's not just about the phenomena. It's about human connection.
Exactly.
The compassion, the desire to make a positive impact.
And it makes you wonder if this ability is as widespread as the Light and Peace Spiritist Association suggests.
Right?
Maybe there's a huge untapped potential for good out there.
I never even thought about it that way.
It's a lot to consider.
Yeah, if we all have this little spark of mediumistic ability, even if it's just dormant, what could we achieve if we nurtured it and actually used it for the benefit of humanity?
A very good question.
That is a very good question.
It is, and it leads us to think, what does this all mean for our listeners?
Okay, I think everybody at home is thinking right now, well, cool story about spirits, but what about me?
Yeah, what about me?
Exactly.
So let's connect the dots here. If we entertain the idea that mediumship is this inherent human ability, like the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo suggests. Right. It means we might be interacting with the spirit world more than we realize.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So those times when we felt a chill down our spine.
Yeah.
Or had a sudden, flash of insight, could those be spirit encounters?
That is a possibility.
Whoa.
Yeah, think about it.
Okay.
Those feelings of being watched, those inexplicable bursts of inspiration, those gut feelings that steer you in the right direction.
Okay.
What if those are more than just random occurrences?
Okay, so then we're all walking around
Yeah.
with this hidden antenna.
Perhaps.
Picking up signals from the other side.
Maybe, and if everyone has this potential, like the Light and Peace Spiritist Association says, then what would it take to develop these abilities safely and ethically?
Right.
Could we all be tapping into this hidden wellspring of spiritual connection?
Okay, now my head is spinning.
It is a lot.
We've covered a lot.
We have.
We went from what mediumship is to all the different ways it can show up to how the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo is actually approaching it.
In a very practical way.
Yes, practically and ethically.
Yes.
We've covered a lot of ground here.
A lot of ground, but I think we've only just scratched the surface.
You always got to leave us wanting more.
Of course.
But I think we've given our listener plenty to chew on.
Oh, I hope so.
And if you're intrigued by what you've heard today, we encourage you to explore.
Absolutely.
Delve into the writings of Allan Kardec.
Check out the work of the Spiritist Federation of the State of São Paulo.
And the Light and Peace Spiritist Association.
Exactly.
There's a whole world of knowledge waiting to be discovered.
There is.
And you might even uncover your own hidden mediumistic abilities.
You never know.
Who knows?
The possibilities are endless.
On that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive.
Okay.
Until next time, keep seeking knowledge, keep questioning.
Yes.
And keep an open mind to the mysteries of the universe.
Absolutely.
See you next time.
Bye.